Naku, Shabatu Igauski. Greetings, I'm speaking in wolfic, and today will be episode 1.5 of the, video series of where I go over my language gausci, also known as wolfic in English. Well, my name, I gave it to English, which is wolfic. Now, this is inspired. The sounds and the writing system and the way of writing is inspired by Irish Gaelic, whereas the grammar is something I created entirely on my own. Alright? And so I already did a video on the writing and the script and sounds, but I've made changes, I've added some things, and this is pretty much what's going to stay as what it is. So let's get into this. The basic sounds and romanization and we're going to be starting off with the vowels, as always. And so we have two types of vowels. There are broad vowels and slender vowels. There's A, O, and U, which are broad vowels. E, I, and Y, which are slender. We'll get into why that matters when we get to consonants, as well as why there are accented letters and why they're pretty much the same sound. We'll get into that in the next, right after the vowels. So, A and accented A are ah. E and accented E are eh. I and accented I is E. O and O is O, and accented O is O. U and accented U is U, and Y is I, as in hit, I. Now, the accented vowels, when there are more than two vowels together and one is accented, only the accented vowel is pronounced, while the change to a consonant sound, if there is, still happens. As an example, shuvek, it is there's in the beginning there is E and U, but only the U sound is pronounced because that one is the accented U. But the change in the sound to S is still made because of the letter E being there, and so it is shuvek and not sheuvek. Vowel diphthongs are ow, au, I, ai, a, ei, ua, ua, and ia, ia. Now, these sounds will still be dropped if there is an accented vowel within, before or after these diphthongs, but they're usually if they're there, that's usually because of spelling differences between different words. So, next we have the consonants. Now, it's shown as the romanized consonant, and then the IPA sound it makes. When it comes to the IPA sounds, if there are two sounds, the first one will be broad, the second one will be slender. What that means is, if the vowel after the consonant is a broad vowel, it makes the first sound. If the vowel after the consonant is slender, it makes the second sound. So there's ba, which is B, C, which is ka, D, which is da, F, which is fa when broad, and va when slender, G, which is ga when broad, and ja when slender. There's H, which is ha, L is la, M is ma, N is na, P is pa, R is ra, S is sa when broad, and sha when slender. Then there's ta. And now we go into the consonant clusters. These are the only ones that were shown in the language, aside from some other things. And they are SC, ska, CL, kla, GL, gla, SP, spa, GR, gra, HR, kra, TR, tra, CS, which is ox, TS, which is either ats or cha, ct, act, and st, sta. Now, cl, gl, gr, hr, and tr are only at the beginning or middle of a word, never at the end. CS and CT are either at the middle or end of a word. Now, TS is a little bit different one. If TS is followed by... TS will only appear at the beginning if it's followed by a slender... Will only appear at the beginning if it's followed by slender. Otherwise... Well, slender vowel. Otherwise, it is in the middle or end. Now, the reason why I mix up cha sound when it's followed by slender is because slender vowels make the S into a sha, and the cha sound is the T and SH sound. Now we get into the lenition. This is this is consonant clusters that are that are different sounds. These are the other consonant clusters that aren't always there or won't always be written. And so lenition is a change in certain sounds that occurs to the beginning of words caused by a preceding preposition. Lenition is indicated by adding an H after the initial consonant. And those sounds are BH, wa, broad, va, slender, CH, cha, DH, which is ya, broad, and ga, slender, FH, which will make no sound, so whatever sounds are after it, although ones are pronounced, not FH. GH is ga when broad or ya when slender. MH is va when broad and wa when slender. PH is fa. SH and TH are ha. Now, eclipsis. Eclipsis happens to a verb or a noun when preceded by an adjective or an adverb. You add another consonant in front of the eclipse consonant and only pronounce the consonant, well, the first consonant, the consonant you just added. So, as an example, good boy. Good is an adjective, boy is a noun. And so, the regular words are mat, which is good, and bunas, which is boy. But because boy is after an adjective, it becomes munas. And so here are the eclipse sounds, which are MB, which is M or ma, GC, ga, ND, na, BP, ba, and DT, da. So that's pretty much all the sounds and writing rules that are right there, aside from syllable order as well as sentence structure, which will be in the video, which will be a separate video altogether, which I think will be actually taking the place of episode 3. So pretty much, here's the upcoming videos. The second episode will be the writing script and which will show you what each syllable means, because it is an alphabet. Each symbol will respond to a different letter, romanized letter, and the way it's written will be more thrown. I'll explain it better there than I did in the actual first video. Episode 3 will actually be the syllable structure as well as the sentence structure. Episode 4 will be nouns. Episode 5 will be pronouns. Episode 6 will be adjectives. Episode 7 will be verbs. Episode 8 will be adverbs. Episode 9 will be prepositions. Episode 10 will be conjunctions. And then episode 11 and onward will be about the con world itself. Because this is not like a world based in our reality. It's based in a different galaxy far away and its own kind of world. You know, it's sort of a fantasy world. And so, those episodes, that's basically it. So I will actually update this when I get to the next episode. I'll update this, and it will show, and it won't show episode 2 anymore. And Am I forgetting anything? Don't think I am. Oh, right. After I get through all the episodes, including the ones on the con world, I'll start working on a memorized course to help learn the words, if you guys ever want to do that. So, other than that, I hope you guys have a good day, and naku.